How's it going, everyone? Today's topic is going to be the Master Law sector of Sepulcher. Champions dealing are Barrier and Unstoppable with a threat of Solar. There is actually a huge threat of Solar, so make sure you have your resistance ready to go. We are running the Vesper Radius today, which as it got a buff this season, it does a massive amount of damage and also blinds. So as long as we can blind targets while also doing a bunch of damage, that's kind of a bonus for me. So I'm recommend using this one. Everything's close combat, so definitely try this out. Usually my favorite is Fallen Sunstar with with a cold heart, but let's try this out today. This should be very, very fun pairing with our glaive we're gonna be running. So you should be able to just smack people sitting in your arc shockwave, doing a ton of damage, blinding everything. It should be really nice. So our build is actually going to synergize around our grenades still, because the grenades are going to give us ionic traces from our class here. So I would say still run grenade kickstarts, and then focus everything on your grenades as they want to get the ionic traces. So firepower is going to give us a ton of orbs. Power of traction is going to collect all the orbs, and then any other ionic traces will give us more armor charges, which will then go into our kickstart. So we're going to be using a ton of grenades, giving us our ionic charges back. When that happens, our class ability comes back. So there's really nothing you need to build in for class ability. You can, of course, if you'd like to. If you don't want to run kickstarts, you can. You can switch this into class stuff. Such as, if you want to run bolstering detonation, you could run that, or you can run focusing strike if you'd like. I would, however, recommend running grenade kickstarts, as they are just super, super good with arc right now. And then we're gonna be pairing this up with, of course, our artifact here is all arc. So everything that looks like it's arc, it's beautiful. Damage resist, we love. Grenade coming back, we love. Right, more jolts, awesome. Our weapons are gonna be Arbalest, because we'll only use it for barriers. Glaive, which will do a lot of our damage here. If you have Demolitionist on this, or kind of helps out with our grenade spam. If you don't have Demolitionist, it's okay. But this glaive does go on sale all the time from Banshee, so pick it up in the tower sometime. It's a very nice weapon because it matches up with your subclass. And then your heavy, whatever you want to do. Rocket launcher, machine gun, whatever you want to do. If there's anything that's out of range that I need to hit, that's kind of a red bar, clearing out ads, I'm going to use the machine gun. It tends to fit really well if you're running two weapons that are low ammo. Just in case they run out, you can always have something to rely on that's not going to ever run out of ammo. So, for our subclass, we're running Healing Rift to stay alive inside of our Vesper, with our Vesper exotic. Chain Lightning to do any damage, then close targets, chain everything, blow them all up, give us much more ionic traces back. And then Pulse Grain, as it's going to do very, very well with our Magnitude. Spark of Shock, which is where our jolts are coming from, so this is where our ionic traces are spawning. And then from our Spark of Ions, it's going to be run traces everywhere. It's going to be insane. And then Electrostatic Mine, this is the fun part. Okay, so defeating targets with arc abilities or defeating jolted or blinded targets, remember Vesper Radius does blinded, it creates ionic trace. So these ionic traces are going to give us amplified. So we get damage resist from our artifact, we get blinds and jolts from our exotic, and then in our melee, and then we get ionic traces everywhere. So this is just going to be insane. We're going to be amplified up. We have arc souls going everything. We're just going to be blowing up tons of damage. I don't even know if you even need your ult, but if you want to use your ult, you can. Certain points where you can just wreck a champion, it's going to be really, really nice. So this is going to be a fun build. You can rep this out. I did a practice run right before this. I did it in 3 minutes, just kind of messing around, figuring out the glaive will work. So I definitely recommend this glaive build with Vesper. I am appreciating everyone's like and subscribes, subscriptions, and comments below. You guys are doing amazing. Here we go. Okay, so you have different options here. You can run up here, Vesper, and just sit here. Right, and just punch him in the face. You can grenade, you can do whatever you want here. There's really no threat as long as you're in your circle. Right? Take care of all the moths. You don't have to do anything. Right? Or you can grenade him, whatever your preference. So I would say throw a grenade here, get a big damage on the barrier. Take out the barrier as fast as possible with your heavy, rocket launcher, whatever you want. I think machine gun just kind of stomps at the moment. So you can kind of just do whatever you want with it. I'm gonna go up here and just use my Vesper here. Wreck this guy's shield. You don't have to look left. As long as you're in a healing circle, you can just sit here. Like, I'll literally just sit here for you. You don't have to do anything. They will take care for you. You could literally just sit here AFK. Ionic Traces will bring everything back for you. As long as you're hitting this thing with an Unstoppable, it ain't gonna do anything to you. You just melee it, finish it. It's just over in like 2 seconds, right? Real easy. We're gonna come in here, do our damage with our glaive. Grenade up, melee, and then we're gonna use our heavy to just smash this out real quick. Moving forward. Biggest threat of the whole run is gonna be this room. So, as an Arc Warlock using Vesper Radius, you can make this really easy. You're gonna have two, I'll zoom in more. So you're gonna have an Unstoppable here, and then you're gonna have the Acolyte spawn in the middle. So what I'd recommend just for Vesper, if you want to be a little ballsy with it, is run at the Unstoppables with your glaive, stun them both, pop your Vesper down on the ground like your healing circle, which will do your Vesper Radius, and just start laying into the Unstoppables, right? The only thing I would say is just make sure whenever they wake up, right, to just use your shield for a little second, right? So come down here, pop this up, shield for a second. He's gonna step on you, and then you can just smack this guy again, right? Smack him again here, smack him again here. They're all stunned, you're just going in, you're not doing anything crazy. Right, you're just sitting in your circle. You can line of sight anything you want, like if you want to line of sight the knives, right? Line of sight the knives. You can shield the knives. As long as you jolt him, he won't do any abilities. Right, he's kind of stuck with it. He's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Right? You can just shoot him with a glaive and then execute. Finish him. Fatality. And if you want to get to the next room, you're like, I can't get through, what do I do? You gotta kill everything in the room, unfortunately. And onward. This last room is the easiest of the rooms. Is the Unstop that Acolyte, and the Hunter Acolyte is just the worst. So you have an option here. You can either sit in the middle, and the boss will sit in the back, or you can, what I'd recommend is go to the right side, let the boss come up here, right? Let him come up here, do whatever he wants. And then we just don't ever go back up front until we're ready, right? So we're just gonna go over here, get this stuff ready here. What I'd recommend is get one barrier shield down, and then you can ult. Right, we're just gonna sit here with this, and then we're gonna wreck this guy down. Our Vesper is gonna do everything for everything around us. We can just sit here and do nothing. Right, if they get close to us, they get killed by Vesper. If they don't get close to us, our souls do it, right? And then what you can do is you can just take out the boss whenever you want, right? You can walk up to him, put your Vesper down, right? You can shield, sit here, spin around, whatever you want to do, they'll fall over. Really easy, no issues at all. Vesper makes this run a juke. So anything close combat and you're running a glaive or an Unstoppable, put on Vesper instead of Fallen. If you're running anything that doesn't have an Unstoppable, where you wouldn't really need a glaive, then don't run Vesper. Vesper's kind of, I would say, keep it for just glaive use. It kind of seems to work the best. Or if you're really using shotguns, which maybe next season they may make shotguns do the artifact, but we'll see. So you guys can do this in like 2 minutes on Arc Warlock with Vesper. Knock it out. Be clean with it. You guys will be awesome. So like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support. You guys are doing amazing. Keep building up. I got another subscriber today. I looked at it and I was like, yes, we're building it up. We're going somewhere. It's awesome. Comment below with any recommendations or videos you want to see, or any questions, or tell me I did this wrong or whatever. Please let me know. I always love some feedback. And then I do stream on twitch.tv/CrypticPrime. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day.